Hello folks, this is your friendly neighborhood Dragon Overlord here, and welcome to my lair, once again in the land of Ark Survival Evolved on the new Volcano map, going through the mod Mystic Academy. Before we get on to the show, I'd like to say if you enjoy my videos and would like to keep up to date with the things I do, please smash the subscribe button, as well as if you would like to like, dislike, or comment on my videos, please do so as you see fit. Now on to the show. Today, as I said, we'll be going over the Mystic Academy. This will be the part 2 of most likely a 3-part series. Today we'll be going over a couple of the islands that they have, the floating islands, should I say, and the crafting buildings, benches, whatever you'd like to call them. First of all, you have your well. As simple as it can be, it's a well. You place your empty water jars in there. It takes one water jar to activate it, so make sure you have an extra water jar to activate it, and it'll refill them. It can be anywhere in the map, but it has to be on the ground. And so this will be your way to get water with this mod. The next you have these suckers right here, the Oromatics. What these are used for, they are used to turn 100 stone into 1 gold ore. Gold ore is then you take 5 gold ore and you'll go into the ore convertomatic, and this will turn it into mystic gold ingots. So to recap on that a little bit, 100 stone turns into 1 ore. So you need 500 stone to make 5 ore, and because 5 ore makes 1 bar. So all in all, 500 stone, 5 ore makes 5 ore, and then you have your 1 bar. That will then be turned into things in the Aura Workbench 6. Such as, for this one, I have just made the Angel Blade, as you see there. We'll go over that one, but we'll touch more on the other weapons in a later video. But as you see, you can make your ammo, such as the Smoke Arrow, the Marker Arrow, the Aura Arrow Fire, and the E9 Arrow, as well as your various ranged weapons. Cloud Bow goes with the Smoke Arrow, the Headhunter Bow goes with the Marker Arrow, the Vulcan Bow goes with the Aura Arrow of Fire, and then you have the Xenon E9 Bow. That goes with, of course, the E9 Arrow. And of course you have your melee, the Angel Blade. I have that, and I will be showing that one this episode. Also, you have your structures. It's a little bit in there, but you have Azrael's Forge. It says convert metal ore to metal ingots quickly. I cannot seem to get that one to work yet. I will touch on it with the mod author and see what's going on with that. But then you also have the Oil-O-Matic as well as the Spoil-O-Matic. The well, which I've already covered, you can make that either in your Ingrams or in here, as well as the Dark Athos Cauldron, which I'll show you right now. As this sucker here. Let's go through the wall. It's got a witch and her massive cauldron. What this is for, it's not showing right now. That's because I'm on the forge. Come on. There we go. As you see, it takes 5 of the gold ore. So once again, that would be 500 stone to make a single one of these. As you see, 5 is a very common number with this mod. But yeah, 5 ore will make you any one of these items you need to craft various things over here in the Aura Workbench. As well as it's used for, these things right here. But yeah, what you need is in here. These things can also be found off of Fairies. Fairies will be a purple glowing orb you'll see floating around. You can't really see the fairy very well because they're really small, nor are the fairies tameable, but they also drop 1 to 2 of each of the actual items that were crafted in here. But now on to the Oil-O-Matic. As you see, it takes thatch to power this, and it gives you oil passively. It's 1 every roughly 30 seconds to a minute. So if you had this mod and you wanted to not have to go and fetch oil really often, I would say get 5 to 8 of these, fill them with thatch, and let them do what they have to do. Because thatch is really easy to get, and oil will come in handy. And then you also have your meat spoil-o-matic. This is a spoiler. It spoils it as 1 every 30 seconds to a minute, roughly. And all it takes is meat of any sort. like it says, accepts all raw meat. That could be fish, it could be prime, it can be regular raw meat. It'll spoil it into spoiled meat, and you'll have what you need there. Then you have Azrael's Forge. It looks awesome, but as I said, I cannot get it to work. I don't know why. It just didn't want to work. Oh yeah, and then you have, of course, the Angel Blade. Let's bump out. See, it doesn't. K mode. It doesn't glow when you're out into K mode or just zoomed out, but when you're up close, it does. It can glow. See it like that. Boom. I found that it does do torpor as well as it does a relatively decent amount of damage to dinos. So it's a pretty good weapon all in all, especially for the cost. Now let's see if I can knock this one out, or if it will. As you see, it just straight up knocked it out. But it did nearly kill this. But I mean, it's just a little level 47 female trike. It nearly killed it, but it also knocked it out. So it can be used to tame. I haven't really tried it on any really big dinos. I've done it with the trikes, and I mean, that's just fun because this map has a ton of trikes near where I'm at. Now let's actually go out through here. This big thing, as you saw right there, let's see, the Isle of Pandora. This is one of the two I was able to spawn. There's another one called Isla de Morte. It would not spawn for me, nor would the Ingram work. Or like the Ingram just wouldn't even show up. I don't know where that one's supposed to be crafted or whatnot, but even with the give Ingram's admin command, it wouldn't show up. But yes, let's show you this one since this is what we have. As I said, the fairies. Those are the fairies. I do not have players only on. As you see, they can fly, and they're coming after me. Leave me alone, fairy. As you see, boom. Various amounts of the items. Let's tap players only. Boom. I spelled that wrong. So very wrong. Okay. Leave me alone, fairies. There we go. Now that we have that, let's actually explore this island a little more. This is a massive, massive island. Not really a lot of spots to build, as it's not super flat in most places, but it's more of a gauntlet. And as you see, this was submitted for the Ark modding contest. You have your doorways and stuff, then you have a big old T-Rex heads on the wall, a little vault to make it look even better. Come through this hallway. Whoa. I will be keeping ghosting on because it's safer this way, as you can see. You have rooms with various bosses in it. You have these two gods of the hunt in here. But since we have players only, we can come up here. You have, of course, a wild female snow god of light. And you have the female kite god of the hunt. There's plenty of other interesting things. I mean, this room right here, if you were to able to kill those, I'm not sure if they'll respawn in here. This would be an interesting room to build in. As you see, it's really, really flat. A small entrance to get in here, so those dinos can't get out. It's always a good thing. Then you have, of course, upstairs. Ooh, sneaky. Okay, through this hole. There's another doorway over here. You'd have to put some stairs or a ladder there. But then once you're up here, as you see, there's the Minotaur. There's a bunch of interesting things on this island, as well as this really massive tree. But then you have your other island. As you see that one over there. It'll take us a moment to get there, but the quick gist of it is that is the flat floating island. It is completely flat with one entrance, as well as mean you can fly up to it, as you'll see in just a moment once we get there. There's another one here that kind of integrated into the Isle of Pandora. As you see, I did not put the island high enough. I was pretty high up. I was about this level and it placed here. So you need to go about halfway, 3/4 the way towards the sky barrier before you place it to make sure it floats. But here you go, our flat island. Like I said, completely flat. Some baddies can spawn here, but not very often. You see there's nothing here, and this one's been up here for a while. One entrance, which could be blocked off. Yeah, basically this would be the entrance if you built a long ramp or something to get back down. Yes, this is a beautiful island to build on. But yeah, this has been a quick overview on 2 of the floating islands as well as the craftable materials for the wonderful and amazing mod called Mystic Academy. I hope you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for my next one where we will cover the potions items as well as all the weapons and what they do. And never know, maybe something else, because the author of this mod loves to add new things. But before you go, don't forget to check the down below where I'll have a link to my Twitch, my Tumblr, and my Twitter, as well as the Twitch for the mod author and the Steam workshop page for this mod. And have a wonderful day.